I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah, I'll do roll call. All right, so we have Chair Ganella.
Here,
Celia is not on yet. We have Julie Montazzi, board member.
Here.
David Anderson, board member not present. John Bolton,
Here.
here. Greg Roberts.
Here.
Okay. Chris, board member Ramirez. And then Main Street Joy.
and Celia.
Celia just came on, yeah. So we're good. We have a quarantine.
An ample quorum, even better.
Yeah. We don't, and Anderson will be absent today.
Okay,
Okay.
yep. Right. Okay, so let's get started. Just gonna call the meeting to order. Any public comments? Any person outside the board that wants to make a comment, you have 3 minutes. Okay, seeing none. Next thing will be correspondence. Faith, you want to update us on that? I know we received a couple of things.
Yes. So I know that we did have the complaints from the one vendor that is Baggett regarding another vendor selling similar items that was approved.
Was he able to join us?
I don't see him here.
Okay.
I don't see him here.
Well, we'll just review the issue very quickly with everyone
Yes.
on the call, and then if he joins later and wants to discuss, then maybe we'll do is we'll open public comment.
Okay.
All right. So basically, what the letter is about is that it's a vendor that does microwave cozies, has been doing them for a while. He also does some neck cozies and some other things. Recently, one of the other vendors was approved to add that item to their booth as well to make their own microwave cozies. As we all know, there are no monopolies at VillageFest, and we cannot reject other vendors just because they have the same product. Really, we go by category, and that's why we have categories. That's why we have limits on the categories. But this one gentleman was disappointed because he felt that we were cutting into his business by allowing another vendor to have a similar product, which, as you all know, we have many candle vendors. We have many, jewelry vendors and the like. So, and he's also planning to add another item. He hasn't come before us yet with it, but he's planning to add another item, which is a hat. And he asked us to not approve anyone else to have hats like that. And unfortunately, we cannot do that. So we just need to explain that to him so that he understands what the protocol is. And so that's with that one. I think we received another as well, correct, Faith? Another correspondence?
We did. So we have, just kind of to let the board know. So on December 9th, we're going to have a Coachella a cappella group that will be coming through VillageFest. They're kind of doing like Christmas caroling, and they will just kind of go through the event, not set up necessarily in one spot, and just kind of do some singing throughout the event. So that'll be on the 9th. They'll be walking through. And then the other one that is Matthew Lesnick, and he's going to be doing, at some point in December, he's going to get with me, but they're going to do a flash mob. So it'll just be like one performance for like 3 or 4 minutes, just somewhere throughout the event. So I think that'll be kind of fun. So if I have a date, I will let you guys know if you wanted to come out. But anyway, so it'll just be the a cappella group in December 9th, and then at another point in December, the flash mob.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Faith, those are just FYI for the board, correct? The board does not need to vote on it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, great. Okay, that's it for the correspondence?
That is all.
Okay, perfect. All right, so let's move on to the consent calendar. Can we take a vote on the agenda as it is posted? And by the way, before we do that, I should mention, there are 2 vendors who have called in and are not going to make it today, which is 5A, Fun Under the Sun, and 5F, SoCal Mosaics. Oh, I'm sorry, there are 3, and 5N, Desert Crafts and Arts. So those.
Could you repeat that, please, Dan?
I'm sorry?
Could you repeat that, please?
Sure. It's 5A, Fun Under the Sun, 5F, SoCal Mosaics, and 5N, Desert Crafts and Arts.
Okay, thank you.
So that shortens the agenda a little bit and actually brings us back into trying to limit to 10 vendors, which is great, so that we can get through the meeting and not have to torture everyone's evening. So do I have a motion to accept the agenda with those 3 vendors removed?
I'll make a motion. We accept your agenda.
Okay, motion
I
by
I
Julie,
second.
seconded by Celia. All in favor? Aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, perfect. All right, approval of the minutes from the last meeting. I hope everyone's gotten a few minutes just to review them.
I do believe that John Bolton, were you absent for the last meeting, John?
Yes,
Okay, so we'll have you abstain from the vote on this one.
And Julie was as well, right? Yeah, so.
No, I
I
was
was
there.
at the meeting.
Oh, you were? Okay.
I was at the meeting too.
The last one on November 9th, I mean, I'm gonna say it, October 12th.
Yep.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, I don't think, Julie, you were not at the meeting on last meeting.
No, you guys, actually, John and Julie, you were definitely not there because, and I'll go into that in a second once we get through this, but I'll explain that. I'll explain how I know that, because in the next meeting, I wanted to bring something up that specifically applied to you guys and you weren't here. That I
In the
recall.
beginning or the end?
I don't know if you joined late, but you weren't here for the roll call. That I do know.
Right.
I thought that they left early was the
That was the
discussion.
meeting.
But that
prior.
was the meeting before that.
Oh,
Last
okay.
meeting, yeah.
Okay, all right, so anybody want to make a motion to approve the minutes?
I move that we approve the minutes.
Moved by Celia, seconded by Chris. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay. All right. So. Just very quickly, for those of you, I do understand everyone has their own schedules and definitely sympathetic to that. And sometimes something unforeseen happens and we either have to miss a meeting or leave a meeting. Understand though that we do have an obligation for quorum. And as Julie let us know today, which I appreciate that she has to leave at 6:30. That's good to know because in case we do break quorum, we have to, and we still have votable items, we have to adjourn the meeting at that moment. So just so you all understand that we have an obligation to maintain quorum. As there are 7 voting members on the board, quorum is constituted by 4 members, any majority, okay? So thank you all, and let's move on to Mama's Boy Cookies, 5B. We can't hear you. You have to unmute.
Hello,
There you go. Yep, now we can hear
Hear
you.
me? guys.
Thank you.
Hello. My name's Joey.
Hi, Joey.
Joey, welcome.
These type of board meetings. So bear with me. I don't know proper procedure. I'm just here to promote my cookies.
Okay. Well, you get 5 minutes to present, and
Okay.
then the board may ask questions or deliberate at that point, and we vote. Okay, so that's how.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, my name is Joey Pass. I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran for 10 years. I got out, kind of try to figure out some things about myself, and then I started a cookie company. And I've been once COVID started, I just started developing
We all
cookies.
lost 2 years.
Yeah, my mom, she made cookies for me growing up, and every Christmas. So one year I was feeling good for Christmas. I gave them to my gym, and they were like, "Oh my God, these are delicious!" And light bulb came up. I think I researched a woman in Minnesota who sold cookies, and yeah, I was just like, started business. So anyways, I've been selling since April of last year, and I just started doing pop-ups, and I currently now sell at farmers markets in San Diego. I sell in Camp Pendleton every single day. I have a couple employees, and now I just have just my fiance and I gave birth to a beautiful baby girl, and we moved to Joshua Tree.
Well,
So
congratulations.
Thank you very much. Her name's Sienna. So now we're here to share the cookie love here in Coachella Valley. So
Great.
I
Can
got
you tell us about your flavors? I saw like colors.
absolutely. So this is the packaging. I have them all pre-packaged. You open them up, and I have 8 flavors. I'm kind of looking at myself here, so it's kind of weird, but it's all good.
You could change the view in
open them up, so I'll
the top of the screen. If you change the view from speaker to gallery, then you're looking at all of us. Change it to gallery.
Well,
If
and
I'm
I
speaking-
highlighted him because he was a speaker, so I put him on highlight.
Oh, sorry.
So you're,
No worries.
we want to see your cookies.
Absolutely, gotcha. All right, I got a little plate for y'all. All right, well, I'm just gonna come in hot. So we got 8 flavors, starting with the OG, the oatmeal coconut chocolate chip. And then we got white chocolate macadamia. We have birthday cake. I have M&M,
That's
That's,
the colored one.
the funky green one. Yeah, everybody likes that. I have the other classic chocolate chip peanut butter. I have a double chocolate and a classic chocolate chip and a favorite red velvet.
Very nice.
They're a nice
So-
sized cookie too.
They
Very
are.
popular
It's like,
flavors,
yeah.
by the way.
They're about 30 grams. So
Nice.
So you sell them in packages of 8?
I do. So you can
Okay.
get a flavor for $12, or you can get 2 bags for 20, or you can get all the flavors, which you just saw the variety pack for $15.
And you have all the ingredients listed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, he provided a nutritional table in the package.
Yes.
I was
So you,
impressed with that, I have to say. I was like,
And are
'cause
you
I
wanting,
bake, I've never done that, so yeah, that was great.
are you wanting to be a year-round vendor or seasonal, or how do you want to operate?
well, you always start slow, then you work your way up. So I guess we would do this fall, or this winter season. I've never done a festival, how you guys do it, where you season it out.
Mhm.
So I mean, whatever you guys prefer, I'm open. I'm just yeah, I guess it would be a year long. What do you think, babe? A year long? Yeah, a year.
That's
Still
how
looking-
decisions are made.
Yeah. It's
What do you
yeah,
think, babe? I
yeah.
love that.
And
Yeah,
you're
we would-
local, right? You're this Coachella Valley?
Yeah, so we're up here in Joshua Tree, and we're in January we're looking down to move in Palm Desert, so
Oh, very nice.
Awesome.
a little bit closer.
Good luck.
Thank you. I know it's tough out there right now.
Any board members have any more questions for this gentleman?
No?
I think it's great.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
you
look
like it?
great.
Good.
Yep. Anyone want to make a motion here?
I move that we accept this vendor into VillageFest.
Moved
I'll
by
second.
Celia
I will second.
and seconded by Julie. All in favor? Aye.
I,
Any opposed? Congratulations, Joey. Welcome to
Hey.
VillageFest, and we'll see you
Yeah.
on the street.
With your
Awesome.
cookie.
We'll be tasting your cookies on the street.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody gets a free bag on the house.
You can't say that on the
We
recording.
can't say that. Yeah, we can't take that.
We can taste it is all we can do. All right. No gifts. Thank you so much though, Joe.
Thank you.
And good
Awesome.
luck
Thank
to
you,
you
guys.
and congratulations on your new arrival.
Thank you. You
Okay,
guys have a
Bye-bye.
bye.
so moving on, the little brush, Sarah Jane Borchard, watercolor painted note cards and gift tags.
Hi. Can you guys all
Hi,
hear me?
Sarah.
Yes, hi,
Yes.
Sarah.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. So I was born and raised in the Coachella Valley, so I love the desert. I actually moved away for a little bit and I was in Boise, Idaho for 3.5 years for college. After that, I moved back down here, was in San Diego, and then moved back out here. And now I'm out here permanently. And every time I move, I want to come back. So I actually picked, I know, everyone's like, why do you move to the desert? Because it's so hot, but I enjoy it so much. I started picking up watercolor as a side hobby a few years ago while I was working my full-time job as a produce sales and marketing manager for a local grower shipper in the Valley. And when COVID hit, I lost my job. So I decided to take my artwork full-time. So I can show you guys some samples of my local kind of artwork that I've done recently. Cactus vibes. And so I create the artwork and then from there I digitalize it and I create my greeting cards as so. So the insides of my cards are all blank so you can kind of personalize them however you'd like. And the back of them just has my little logo on it. And
Now,
then
do
so
you
I
print
sell
them
them.
or do you send them out to be manufactured?
I print in-house. So I have everything that I'm capable to do and I can do bulk orders. I can do singles, but I sell them. I actually sell at Indian Wells Farmers Market and Rancho Mirage Farmers Market right now. I sell them in sets of 6, and when they're packaged, they look like this.
Very nice.
And then I also do singles. The sets of 6 are $20, and the individuals look like this, and these are $3.50. Or you can also mix and match 6 of those for $20 as well. I give that option. And then this year for the holiday season, I decided to do gift tags as well. So kind of with the cactus theme, we did the gift tags, all of these, and these come in sets of 10. So you get 2 of each of the designs in those.
Very
And
cute.
then I also do not just holiday stuff. I've done some sea turtles for you all. I've also done some monarch butterflies for the valley. So we get a lot of those during the season. And then I've done some kind of bears for people that are maybe having a baby or a bridal shower, things like that. But yeah, so I have a bunch of different variety, not just seasonal cards.
Very nice. Have you thought about, first of all, are you into sketching architecture as well?
Yeah, so I actually have previously done homes for custom orders for people when they've wanted homes done. So I do custom work as well, kind of on the side when people ask. I did a house for, actually, I think I have that maybe over here.
Modernism Week is in February and stuff like that flies, especially if you do like the mid-century modern, butterfly.
Yeah.
Homes.
Yeah, definitely. So anything like this. So this is one that I actually did of a house in Martha's Vineyard.
Wow.
For
very cool.
Yeah, so that's an actual painting. And then they actually had me create cards from that for them specifically too.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone have any questions for Sarah? Wow, guess not. Okay, so do I have a motion?
I'll
I
make a
moved that
motion
we-
to accept Sarah into VillageFest.
Okay, moved by Julie. Looked
Second.
like it was seconded by John, Celia? John.
John.
Perfect. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Congratulations, Sarah, and
Thank
welcome to
you
the
so
Village Fest
much.
family. And
Thank
we'll see you on the
you.
street. Looking
All
forward
righty,
to
that
seeing your
sounds
beautiful
great.
designs.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so our next vendor up is Soul Central Collection, which is Bohemian jackets, cardigans, dresses, silk bags, tote bags, t-shirts.
Hi guys, how are you?
Aye.
How are you?
Good. All right.
Okay, Mai.
Mimna Chiang Mai. Yes, my
Yep.
name is Mim. So should I
Okay,
introduce
Mim.
myself a little bit more before we move into what I sell or?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. You have 5 minutes, so
Yeah. So I was born and
see how
raised.
you want.
I was born in Thailand and then moved to Wyoming, stayed there for 7 years, and then moved to California, to expand my vision and for self-development and,
So you left the land of smiles to come to the land of sunshine, huh?
Thank you. So when I went back to Thailand last 2 years, I caught the patterns that inspire from Naga tribe from India. And I was asking my mom if I could create that because I want to have my own business, doing my own thing. So my mom actually went to school for sewing, and this year she's retiring. So she really want to collab and really want to do this work with me before she retire. So here are my work. So these will be a cardigan. It's gonna be right here, all handmade. Right here, really nice pattern. Got little wooden button right here. Also, for jacket, I want to create something different than regular poncho. So it comes with different sizes from small to extra large, and it has like liner in here, extra warmth, and also like extra button inside, right here.
Okay.
Right.
Can you show us the label?
The label, yes. So label would be here, Soul Central Collection, made in Thailand. And this would be fabric care.
Okay.
This would be sizes.
And where are you selling? Anywhere else? Are you selling in any stores or anywhere else?
Yes, also I have Etsy online, and then I also do Instagram. I also do 6269 Market. I also do, we go to Artisan Craft Fair, Hollywood Artisan Market. I go to, where else I just went? Carlsbad Street Fair. And the reason why I know you guys, I know it from Kristen and Ryan. He like explained me such many good things about you guys, and I just want to try it out because I believe that, you know, like during Coachella Festival, it's gonna really hit my tribe, and people are gonna love my stuff, and I just wanna.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Your, from what I saw of the pictures and going over your file this morning, you send fabric back to Thailand, and someone in Thailand, your aunt or your mother or somebody, sews it. So it's made in Thailand. It's not made by you. It's made by somebody else.
It's sewing by my mom. So this is more like a family business. I pick out the fabric in Thailand. So I have a supplier. They will send me each month. He will send me the list of the patterns that he has. So everything would be online. And then I pick out the fabric. I told my mom the design. I show her the design I want, and then she's sewing it. So there would be my aunt and my mom, and also my grandma sometimes.
So one of the issues that I have with your product is that we require that it be made by the artist who's selling it. And so it's like you send fabric to somebody else that makes it and then sends it back to you. So I don't know that that really meets the requirement of what we want in artists that are in their booth selling their wares. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I totally understand. But it's like family business, and it's my.
No, but it's not made in the United States. It's made in Thailand. So we don't have any way of knowing whether this is your mom and your aunt and your grandmother, or whether it's a factory, to be quite honest.
During the presentation that I submit to Faith, I send the order process that my mom with sewing machine, and with my aunt, and with order process, everything. I don't know if you.
No, I get that, but I have reservations about this. I don't know about the rest of the board, but I don't think that we can accept somebody whose product is made in Thailand. That's
Well,
kind of goes
we are
against.
bound, oh, sorry, so you finish.
That's okay. No, that kind of goes against the parameters of what we talk about when we say that the person in the booth selling the product should be the artist that makes the product. And you are not, you participate in that process, but you are not the person that makes the product.
I design, yeah, but
yeah, that's different.
And honestly, so, you know, we are bound by the guidelines of VillageFest from its creation, right? It has bylaws and the intent of it is that it's an artisan craft fair where local artists come and sell their product that they've made, and they can talk about how they make it, and that the person buying it is meeting the person that actually made it. Unfortunately, we have had to reject other merchants for the same reason, because of the fact that it's an offshore manufacturing. Whether or not there's a bloodline there is kind of irrelevant to the process, to be honest. And we've had to reject them based on that, because it is not the artisan selling it. It is basically an offshore manufactured product that is being retailed.
yeah, I understand. But for me, I swear it's not like manufacturer. It's not like big factory. It's family business.
I understand that. I understand, and I believe you. I'm not even doubting that it's made by your mom and your aunt. I think you were very upfront. I did read your whole package this afternoon, and I noticed that, so I was waiting to see if anyone else raised it, because I was going to raise it. So honestly, I also have that same reservation. I don't know how much leeway we have, Faith. I don't know if you can help in this regard, to excuse that requirement, since it is the major purpose of VillageFest, correct? is to be a local artisan craft fair where the local artists.
I don't know that we can excuse that if we have not done
That's what I'm
that. for
saying.
other
I don't know that
vendors.
we can either.
So I mean, I think it's pretty clear that if a product is made in Thailand, it's not, it doesn't fall under the guidelines of what we expect from the vendors. And I agree with Dan. I totally believe you that your family, this is a family business, but the fact that you send this away to be made in Thailand is not something that we want to encourage in our vendors.
It also violates the guidelines of what we're supposed to be actually screening for VillageFest. To be honest.
So the way that it is written per city council is the artist that is making the items is supposed to be at the booth selling the items.
Yeah, so it has to be my mom at the booth kind of thing.
Right, right.
That or if you were doing the sewing here yourself.
So if I pick out the fabric here and I have someone, do I have to
You
cut
have
it
to.
here?
Yes.
It is not a designer fair, it's an artisan craft fair. So the artisan hands-on makes. Anything that's arts and crafts, actually, we have a guideline that 75% of every item has to be totally handmade. So if someone's a jewelry vendor and they're stringing beads and putting a clasp on the end, that doesn't qualify. If they actually are a glass blower and they make the beads, that's one thing. If they actually go and mine the gemstones, we actually have people here that mine the gemstones and make the jewelry for VillageFest, or if they're wire wrapping and recreating something with it rather than just stringing the beads. So if you can, I don't know if that helps you to understand it, but I'm going to say that, we'll open up the floor for a motion. I couldn't in good conscience vote to approve, to be honest, and I feel terrible about that, but it is what it is.
It's okay, I understand.
But, you don't need my vote, you just need a majority vote, right? So, Faith, do we still take a vote on this or do we reject it based on the fact that it just doesn't fit the VillageFest model?
You would still take the vote.
Okay, all right. And the vote could be a motion to reject the vendor as
Correct.
well.
Correct, yes.
Okay. So,
Is that what
anybody
the rest of the board feels about it?
want to make a motion here?
I'd like to make a motion to have her come back and maybe start shipping the things so she's not out completely. I do feel we have vendors out there that have beaded dresses and I know they're not making those dresses. They're kind of vintage. So I don't know how you feel about bringing her back and maybe she can get a sewer here and start sewing here.
Well, I think if that
we do
happens,
have a vintage category, so
Yeah, and I
we
think
do allow
if-
vintage clothing.
if that happens, then she can reapply. If she wants to bring her manufacturing here and do it locally, then she's certainly welcome to reapply. But
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm going to make a motion that we not allow this vendor for the time being, with the caveat that she can come back if she can find a way to manufacture the product here.
And I'll second that motion. So moved by Celia, seconded by me. And take a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed to putting this vendor off for now? Okay, and just FYI, Mim, if, let's say that you were to take a space downtown and you take a storefront, you're now a downtown merchant. We do have a category for downtown merchants. It is it's a small percentage of the merchants that we allow on the street, but because we are, I guess you could say, treading on or, interrupting possibly either egress or view of some of the retail storefronts, we do allow them to apply, pay for a booth, and have a downtown merchant's license, which allows them to show and sell the items that they sell in their store. Not different items, but the items they sell in their store. So let's say that you had a small store here and you were on Palm Canyon, then you would qualify as a downtown merchant and you could apply as a downtown merchant rather than as an arts and crafts. Okay.
So is
And
it,
again, apologies for that, but
it's okay. Is this the same event? Still, I'm not from there. I'm from West Covina. So is it still Palm Spring VillageFest for the, if I apply as downtown merchant?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, but in order to apply as a downtown merchant, you would have to have the storefront
Oh.
as a downtown merchant. That's the point.
Oh, okay.
And Joy, who was on with us, she is the president of the Downtown Merchants Association as well. That's why she's here, that she does represent them. And so, you know, to accommodate, to be good neighbors, because we are using up the street one night a week, we do accommodate a category for them with a certain percentage that it caps out at. Okay.
I just want to say, we're sorry we can't take you. Your products are beautiful.
I love it.
Obviously, you know, you put a lot into it and the fabrics are gorgeous. But we just have to abide by the same standard for everyone. So we hope you understand.
Yes, of course.
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
Mim, for your time.
Thank
And should you have any changes and want to come back before us, we definitely welcome you to come back because it's a beautiful product.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Next one, Chains by Lauren, Arts and Crafts, jewelry, bracelets, rings, earrings, head chains, chokers, lariats, necklaces, and anklets.
Hi, how are you guys?
Hi.
Lauren,
So should I just give a background of my
Sure.
business?
Sure.
Okay, so well, I guess a background before this, my background actually is fashion design. So I was a fashion designer for probably like 10 years in New York City. So I like do patterns, I sew, all of that. And I wanted to leave that world and work for myself and make everything by hand. So I figured jewelry would be the best route to go. So I've been working since 2013 as a jewelry designer. I've popped up like all over the US, like South by Southwest in Texas, New York City. I would work, I would live between New York City and Miami. So I'd pop up at the Chelsea Market, Brooklyn, just all over. And then in South Beach, I would do Art Basel. There would just be like huge shows that I would do out there. And then when COVID happened, my shows shut down. So I moved back to the West Coast because I'm from Santa Barbara and the Bay Area. So I've been working out here in Santa Barbara like weekly. I work like 5 days a week out here, which is great. And I also work up in Santa Cruz, in San Francisco, San Jose. So just a ton of different markets. I make everything by hand. I don't know if you guys, I'm sure I
can
guess.
you show us some of the products?
Yeah, so let me see. Let's see how we can do this.
There you
So
go.
these are some rings. They're like really simple stacking rings. So I just have like the wire, I cut it, solder it, and then hammer it. I have some, I kind of have an eccentric taste. So like this is an ear cuff. So like I make all these tassels by hand. So I have the thread and I wrap them. I know how many times to wrap them to make the tassel. And then it's just like a little post down here with a clip on, and I do the graphics too. So I do the graphics for the, like that's on here, the ear and everything I do myself.
Awesome. Very nice.
And then let's see, here's something else. So this guy, the paper clip chain is something that's really like in right now. So I mixed that with like a double chain over here of like a thinner chain. And then I have a Baroque pearl. Oops, I have a Baroque pearl that I
Can
wrap.
I ask you a couple questions about this particular item?
Yep.
The chain, I'm assuming that you buy the chain on a roll, right? That
Yep.
you don't make the chain. However, the Baroque pearl, you then wire wrap it and everything to turn it into a pendant. You just take a raw pearl and you turn it into a pendant, or do you buy that pendant wrap?
No, I buy the pearl and I have the wire. So I have, it's very organic. It's not like.
Okay, so you actually do the wire wrapping and everything.
I do the wire wrapping.
So
Yeah.
you're creating a pendant out of a pearl that you buy.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And I have the same style as like earrings.
Yeah.
I use it, you know, on different things as well. I'm trying to find more things to show you. What else can I show? I have like these guys. These are just like wrap bracelets where they're like a triple wrap bracelet that are just
Now, do you
adjustable.
braid it and everything, or from raw leather, or do you?
I
tan it? I mean, what do you do?
buy this. Yeah, I buy this. I buy the charm. I could make these charms, but
Mhm.
I buy these and then I just put it all together, design it and put it together.
And you buy the leather braided cord.
I buy the leather braided cord. Yeah.
Okay, so an item like that,
Uh-huh.
that's the same issue we were talking about before. That would not
Okay.
qualify because you're not actually crafting it. However, if you start making the charms yourself, it's a whole different thing because
Okay.
then you're using the leather braid as your canvas to make the bracelet to put your charm on. So
Okay, I could easily make the charms myself. So let me show you just a few more things. So here's something where I'm buying the wire, shaping the wire, and then interjecting chain, putting the chain on it, and then making the hooks.
yeah, yep. So that's a handcrafted item. I mean,
Okay.
Celia, would you agree? I'm asking
Yes,
Celia.
yes. Yeah, no, I
Has
think,
experience making
Yeah.
jewelry.
yeah, those are, she is handcrafting, except for the bracelets that you just talked
Yeah.
about, that where
Okay.
she's just basically taking components and putting the components together. These are things that she's crafting and having to shape, so it's unique.
Okay,
And
so
you could so easily alter those and
yeah.
make the charm yourself because I could see your work. I mean, it's incredible. So
Oh, thank you.
it's not the
Okay.
talent's not there at all. It's just,
Okay.
confused probably, right?
Okay, I can do that easily. Some other things. Am I allowed to use like molds, or do I need to handcraft
Yeah.
every single?
No, you can
I'm
use
allowed-
molds.
No,
You
you
can
can
use
use
awesome.
molds,
molds.
absolutely.
Amazing. Okay, so then I definitely have some rings, and I can show you one more thing right here. Shoot, hold on one sec. So this is like a cuff that I made out of metal, and then I hammered it. I'm gonna like kind of fix it in a sec so you can actually like really tell what it looks like. I'm kind of all over the place, sorry.
That's okay.
It's just how I am. So one sec. So this is an example, all right, of like it's the ear cuff. So I make that.
Yep.
I have a mold for it. So I made that, and I sawed it and like filed it down and hammered
Yeah,
it.
so you're doing metalworking, so that would definitely qualify.
Okay. Okay.
I think everything that you've shown us so far, with the exception of the wrap bracelets, would
Mhm.
qualify as handmade.
Okay.
And I think
So
you
if-
understand now what we mean by handmade and the percent,
So if you want to do the wrap bracelets and you want to embellish them with your own designed charms, you have to come back and show us those, to include those with your inventory. But so far, except for those pieces, everything else I think looks good.
Okay. All right. I
And
get
that's a
it.
good side note for, as you're creating things, you're a designer, so you're going to continue to create things, there'll be new things you create. If it's an item that you haven't sold, if it's another ear cuff that just happens to have different colored tassels, or it has beads hanging instead of the tassels, no, because that's just, that's in the same line. But for something that you'd be creating new, or any new additional product that you want to add, you just have to contact the office, fill out an application, and then we just have to approve it. And then you could bring it out to your table.
Do you have to approve like each item?
No.
Okay.
No, it's a class of items. So anything that all of the metal work that you've done where you use a mold or you twist and shape it yourself, that is all considered handcrafted. When you're just taking a braid of somebody else has braided, and you're adding a charm that someone else has manufactured, and you're putting those together, that is not a handcrafted, an originally handcrafted product.
That's an assembled product of prefabricated items, and that does not qualify. So,
Okay, if I'm taking-
that's a nice guideline I think you could follow.
If I'm taking something like this, like a shark tooth, and like wrapping it with thread.
That's perfectly fine.
Fine, as long as you're doing that. You don't have to grow the shark.
Okay, awesome. And then these are obviously fine, right? I'm like wire wrapping them and putting them on bracelets.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Again,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, so beautiful stuff, by the way. I love your
Thank
design. I
you.
love the paper clip chains.
It's very delicate and very
Very
pretty. Yeah.
trendy right now. Thank you.
Yes, very nice.
I move that we accept this vendor into VillageFest.
I second.
Okay, so moved by Celia, seconded by Greg Roberts. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Pose?
No, congratulations.
Oh,
Welcome
thank
to the-
you, thank you, thank
to the
you.
VillageFest family. We'll see you on the street. And by the way, I've probably seen your clothing designs because I lived right near Chelsea Market, and I was
Oh.
there every few days. I mean,
Oh, yeah. I used
Yeah, I
to
love
I used
Chelsea
to work
Market.
for corporate. So I used to work for like a $2 billion company. So you
Wow.
wouldn't know it was me. It was somebody else. Someone else's name
okay.
was on it.
very cool. But I used to go to all the pop-up shops in there.
Oh, yeah. You
Got a
probably saw
lot
my
of stuff
jewelry
from
there. Yeah.
All right, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Without
Lauren.
further ado, we'll carry on. The next vendor has been eliminated because they couldn't make it. So the following one, Boys and Girls Club of Palm Springs, Ash Kidd.
Yes, good afternoon, good evening, everyone.
Hi, Ash.
I am the newest unit director for the Children's Center. I came on board in late June, and I would like to enter the VillageFest to get more eyes and ears in our community, of our community, to learn more about the Boys and Girls Club. Me coming on board, it was understood that there was not many people that knew that the Boys and Girls Club was still here and still open because of the pandemic. So now that we have opened up, we would honestly be saying that we are struggling a little bit with our membership. So, and I think it's because people really just don't know that we're here. Just with me going out, my staff also wearing our club shirts, some people just are like surprised, like, oh my goodness, you guys are here. Wow, it's really good to know that you guys are open. I've made some visits to the schools as well, and many have also been really surprised that we're open and that transportation is also provided and available. So I would love to just, represent the club and get out there so that the community can know that we're here, and so that we can get more members in. We have a lot of fun activities. We do STEM, we do art, we help with homework. We have tennis club. Actually, tonight was tennis. We had the legendary Rosie Casals that has reached out and is teaching our young ones tennis 101. So there's a lot that's going on here. It's just that many people just don't know. And so we're asking if we could, get a little bit of representation out in the community.
Are you wanting to be on a yearly basis? Are you wanting to just drop in periodically? What is your goal?
Our goal is to be for seasonal, I would say, seasonal and then weekly, only because especially during our fall or during our school time, which is our after school care, our after school program. We have two sessions that we run. We have the after school program, and then we have our summer session. The summer session, we're here rather from all day with the kids. And we typically get a higher number during the summertime because they're not in session in school. But I would say that we will reapproach during that time when summertime comes around. But if we do well, and I think that my supervisor, CEO, is okay with us going out there, I think we would definitely make it a yearly thing. But I think for right now, it's just a seasonal goal that we have at this moment.
And it's fine to be seasonal, especially during school season. I mean, we get
Right.
that. So, and you provide a very valuable service to the community.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Anyone have any questions?
Yeah, I have a question. It's a pleasure to meet you, Ash.
Yes, thank you, Chris.
Remind me of your location. You're right next to like the, let's see, like the Palm Springs Public Library, the Palm
Yes.
Springs Swim Center, right by the Parks and Recreation building as well, right?
Yes, sir. We are right here on Sunrise Way, not
Cool.
too far from Palm Springs High School.
Cool.
And we
Nice.
are right across from the we are the Boys Club, but from the library as well, yes.
Cool. Yeah, would love to kind of see more awareness since you guys are so close, kind of in that same complex. I think there's a lot of kind of cross-pollination that could happen there too with the aquatic center and the library, that whole sports field there too. So it'd be great to see more.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Okay, I make a motion that we approve this merchant, this vendor.
Awesome. Oh, one thing I wanted to add, because we talked a lot about arts and crafts, as you know, it's a big thing that we do here. These are some of the rocks that the kids have painted, which I would like to give some of our donors, because we would like to accept donations. So we have donation receipts that I would give out. And as a little token of our appreciation, the kids would give. I would be
Excuse me,
giving.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry. Is somebody on their phone? Because I hear feedback.
Yeah.
So if
Here-
somebody's got their
here's-
phone on or talking on their phone, could they mute themselves?
I think it's Julie, I think it's coming from you, the audio.
Nope, nobody's around me.
I think it's bouncing back on your phone, but.
It's not me.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead. I just was hearing this feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, so any of the donors that would love to give us donations, I would give them just a rock of our appreciation just from the kids, something that they've made. I would be giving them, I wouldn't be selling them or anything. We're not selling anything at all. And then we have some activity packs too that I would just be giving that I give my kids whenever I make my school visits. I package them up and put I fold them up in such a way where I can fit 2 little crowns. And if, kids are walking by, maybe they're curious about the Boys and Girls Club, here's something that the kids actually, they'll get a chance to see what we actually do and what we encourage when we don't have homework, because they love the word search. The word search are a big hit here at the Boys and Girls Club when they don't have homework. So we have competitions and fun stuff like that. So give them a little insight for parents, volunteers when we do open up that program. So that was also, I wanted to add that.
One last quick question from my end. What sort of just really quickly kind of events have you done maybe pre-pandemic or even kind of during this time kind of coming out of the pandemic? Has there been kind of regular events, or do you work a lot with the different kind of organizations in the community as well? Or
pre-pandemic, I was not with the Boys and Girls Club. I myself am new to California. I actually served in the military for nearly 10 years. I've been here for personally, I've been here for a little more than a year now, and I came on board late June, which I came during the summer session. So to my knowledge, what some of the events that was taking place there was a basketball league, which in fact, I got a phone call today from a parent. So we're trying to get some events like that up and going again. We just, like I said, we started tennis club with Rosie Casals and her staff. That just started last week, and that's an every Tuesday thing. And I can show you a flyer. You just on the flyers that I would have also available just for people to kind of get more information on some of the things that we were doing at once upon a time. So to my knowledge, there was a basketball league. We did have tennis. There was dance. There was a swimming program, I believe, but some things because of COVID just kind of died down, but we're trying to work on bringing back our sports, because sports was a big hit. And I think that if and when we get our sports program back up, that's going to drive more people to want to come. But right now we have our STEM and our art programs is really a really huge big hit right now with the kids. And then of course with tennis, with Rosie coming in. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I just think more mentorship in the community, and especially with our youth, is going to help Bergen Palm Springs and the surrounding areas. So thank you for your work.
Yes, thank you.
Dan, did we already have a motion?
Okay, well, I'll make my motion again. I make a motion to accept this vendor.
I'll second.
Okay, so moved by myself, seconded by Chris. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Anyone
Aye.
opposed? Welcome to the VillageFest family. We'll see you on the street, and thank you for what you do.
Yes, thank you so
The entire
much.
community is behind you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so the next one, Zach Diamond Photography.
How's it going? Hi.
Very good.
Hi,
Tell us
Zach.
about your work and your product.
Well, a little bit about my work. I sold with you guys not too long ago, like 2018, 2019, before pandemic. I was living in New York City and I had a full-time booth at the Chelsea Market, like you were mentioning before. Here's a little bit of, these are tiny, little postcards. I don't know if you can really tell. They're from all over the place, Cuba, Morocco, a lot of New York City. It's all 35mm darkroom prints. And then we scan all the negatives, make them into screens, and then we put them onto t-shirts. They're all a little different.
Wow.
A lot of them are tie-dyed, double-sided, and I try to make each one a little different.
Super cool.
Yeah, sometimes it's pretty fun. Yeah. And we
So
make
is it-
them.
Is
Yeah.
it just t-shirts or do you do other?
We actually do like t-shirts, sleeveless, crop tops, sweatshirts, more or less like whatever's in season, more or less. And then we try to change up the imagery like on the t-shirts to just give it a little bit more, make them a little bit more fun. We sell them quite cheap. We sell the shirts $10 each, so it's like pretty fair, I feel like.
Do you sell your photography?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Everything has little stickers in the back. They go all the way up to 20 by 24 inch.
Very nice. Do you do commissioned work as well?
I do, yeah.
Okay. And will you be promoting that at VillageFest as well?
Not as much as I would like. I stay pretty busy printing these things. We just moved from New York City to Palm Springs. We live like 5 minutes from downtown in Warm Sands. So I just wanted to like hop back on for because we just moved out here and we have all this fun stuff to do.
Very cool. Great. Okay. Any questions?
Zach, is everything black and white, Zach? Or
Yes.
do you-
Yeah.
Everything's black and white.
Yeah, I unfortunately my darkroom I can't. I mean, I could do color, but it's a way more complicated process that I always stay away from.
I think your images are very good. So I think it's kind of great that they're black and white.
Oh, thank you so much.
I think so too. Yeah. Anyone else? Thank you, Greg, by the way. Anyone else? Okay. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we accept Zach into Village Fest.
I'll second.
Okay, moved by Greg Roberts, seconded by Julie. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Zach, congratulations. Welcome to the Village Fest family. And
Welcome
we'll see you
back.
on the street. I'm looking forward to seeing your designs.
Oh,
I want a New
appreciate
York
it.
City
Thank you so
t-shirt
much.
because I'm from there.
Oh, totally. Swing on by the booth. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'll be coming by to buy something. Be well.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Our next vendor is from the Raphael Spa. I don't know if it's Raphael or Jack that will be joining us. Raphael Spa offers massage and reflexology. Did we hear from them at all, Faith?
Hello?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, my name is Jack. I'm from to Raphael Spa. Yeah, we just
Can you please start your video?
Hello?
I need to see a video.
I wonder, can the moderator start the, no, the moderator can open up the, there we go. Okay.
Okay.
Carry on, Jack.
Good, good. How are you, sir?
Very good, thank you.
Yeah, we just tried coming to the Thursday night for the simple like massage for the everybody try, you know. And we're doing on the Raphael Spa on the Palm Springs. It's been like 2009, so it's quite like a 12 year. And yeah, I think we already write on the paper showing we very like we got experience and with professional people doing the massage.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why I want to come to the Saturday night, you know. Yeah.
So are you wanting to actually sell massages at the Village Fest? Are you wanting to do demonstrations and direct people to your store?
Yeah, we try to like also we try to do some other, I mean, not advertising, but because you know the Saturday night is very busy for very good for business, you know. And we stay on all the areas many years, but we never try come this way. But right now we just see after the pandemic, and we just see the only have like a good spa we can try, you know. That's why we go apply for that, you know. And yeah, mostly we just want to give the people, you know, good massage when the Thursday night, you know. And if
So are
people,
you gonna be selling that or are you just demonstrating?
no, not selling anything. Yeah, we just do the massage over there.
Okay, so it's a,
So you're just promoting your business.
Yeah, we just want it that way. Yeah, yes.
okay.
Okay. All right, and I saw pictures of the booth, and it's basically there's a chair for chair massage, and there's a couple other things there to show. So I don't know if everyone had a chance to go down and see the package, but that was in there.
Did.
Yeah.
Any questions? Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you
Sorry, Jack,
happen-
carry on.
Did you happen to do nails next door too? Do you guys do nails?
No, actually, the next door just do do a haircut, you know.
But that's not your business, right? The one next
Yeah,
door?
it's not from to me. It's from to my landlord, the
Oh,
Raphael.
okay, gotcha.
And you're aware that there's another, it doesn't make any difference, but you're aware that there's another vendor on the street who does what you're proposing to do. Somebody gives massages at VillageFest on Thursday nights.
I think it's chair massage, right? Is that what
Yeah.
it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, hair massage to give people like a short time. I mean, they can
Yeah.
try and get a sample. How's the pressure? How's like feel? And also we have a table also. And if people get a more more massage, of course, there's lay down on the table, and then that's more better, you know.
Faith, I have a question. Are there any issues with having to have insurance that extends beyond the spa to his booth on the street, since it will be a physical touch?
No, it would be the same insurance. And we used to have
Okay.
2 massage vendors, and that was what our top was. And then the other one has returned, but the other one has not. So it would be fine to have another massage vendor.
Yeah, you know, we have insurance. We have insurance
Yeah.
coverage,
Okay.
and for the massage, but
Okay.
also, you know, because we got a experience, we're very professional, so we know how do you do on the when we do on the street, you know.
Okay. Perfect. And it's not an issue for us that there's another vendor there that does it, because if you were on earlier, you probably heard my spiel about that we have a vendor who had asked us to not approve anyone else to have the same kind of product system, and we can't do that. So it's not an issue for us. We're just letting you know, that's all. And I think we would be mindful, Faith, to not have the booths anywhere near each other, right? Within close proximity. Yes, okay. Cool. All right.
Understand.
Jack, any questions for us?
Nope.
Okay. Any questions from the board?
No.
Any of the board members? Anybody? No? Okay. All right. Can I get a motion on the floor?
I move that we accept this vendor into VillageFest.
Moved by
second.
Celia and seconded by Chris. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay. Congratulations, Jack. Welcome to the
Thank you.
street. Welcome to
Thank you.
VillageFest, and we will see you out there on the street. And
So-
we hope it really does help to build your business.
Okay, one more question. So when we're gonna be receive the information on the email, or what? How do I?
Faith will be in touch with you.
Oh, okay, got it.
Oh,
Okay,
That would be the VillageFest office. Okay, great.
okay.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Jack.
Thank
Good
you.
luck
Thank
to you.
Thank you.
Okay, so on to the next, Cali Candles, Jeff and Curry, pillar and tin candles. Jeff and Curry, are you on?
Unmute, Carrie.
Yep, Curry's on.
Unmute.
Okay, you got us?
Okay, there we go.
Good.
You get us?
Yes, can you please start your video?
Okay, gotcha. There we go.
There we go. Hello.
Hi, everyone. Howdy.
Okay, so you have 5 minutes, up to 5 minutes to present your business and your product, and then the board will.
Okay, I'm gonna take you over to I know you have pictures, so I'm gonna take you over. We make all of our candles, we blend all of our own wax. And I'll turn this around and show you what we have a little display out.
Okay.
So these are all pillared that we blend ourselves and we mold everything ourselves, color everything ourselves, scent everything. And over here is one of our ice candles. And then down through here, these tins that we get, we fill these with coconut wax that we do a blend with beeswax also, that is phenomenal.
I'm not sure
And
if you know that we can't see it because it's below the screen. You have to tilt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
the other way.
Can you?
Oh, all right. Now we do. Perfect. Okay.
How's that?
Yep. Perfect. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, no, they're really neat. And like the our other candles, I don't know if you can see this or not, they blend out really good and we make clouds and stuff inside them. I don't know if you can see it because the light's not very good in here. But, and then our bigger candles, and we do really nice little plates and stuff for them that we sell with it. Yeah, because these do melt.
Now, do you make the plates?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we also do. And if you want me to, I can take you into where our little factory is if you want to see it.
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to walk a little fast so I don't make anybody dizzy.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. So I'm gonna turn around. This is our little factory. So these, I don't know if you can see it. These are all the stems. These are all empty tins down here that we got that were filled yet. These are different molds, all of our wicks, complete wicks, different colors over here.
I would like to see something that has to do with you making the plates because we
Well,
would
the
need
plate,
to know
I
that
mean,
that's a handcrafted item.
what we do with the plates is we use an alcohol dye on those and just make the design. I mean, we don't physically make the plates. Maybe I was telling you something that's not.
But you
So
use them
we-
as a canvas, right? And then you embellish
Decorate
them?
the plates.
Okay, got it. Yep.
Yeah, and then, you know, and different molds. We're always playing with different molds, like, I don't know if I'm gonna bring you over here. We
Can you
just
show us
made
the finished
different-
plate? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but can you show us the finished plate since we're still on the plates? We just
Oh, I can, yeah, she'll
I saw
bring
the
you
clear
on
plate
in
that
the-
you start with. I want to see what you're doing to it, actually.
Yeah, and then
Or
while
move-
she gets you that, this is a candle that we just did today for my sister. These are all of our different molds. We
Yeah.
have lots and lots of different molds. I don't know if the light's good enough for you to see everything.
Beautiful
And
colored
then-
candles. I used to make candles, so I'm familiar with it, and beautiful.
Well, then you know, I
Really
mean,
nicely
you
done.
see this one here. You see this one. This is done with that alcohol dye,
Yeah,
and they really come out trippy.
yeah.
Then here's the finished plates.
Oh,
You
okay.
see-
So you're using the clear plate as your canvas, and then you're designing it,
Correct.
and embellishing it, and then you're also selling that along with the candle. Okay.
Correct. Well, you have to have them because the bigger ones melt so quick.
Sure.
Not quick, but there's a lot of wax. I mean, over
Yeah,
a
they
week's
do make a
time,
mess,
you're gonna collect a lot of wax, so it gets kind of, I don't want to say messy
Mhm.
or that effect. And then this here's the beeswax that we use that we mix in with the regular paraffin. So
Okay.
we use a blended paraffin that's as pure as you can get without, because it's still a petroleum product, obviously.
Yeah.
But we get, that's not really bad. And then we put the beeswax in there, which really helps it out. So it burns longer, is harder, and it, how many candles have you bought where you light it and then an hour later it's gone?
Yeah.
You know, our little cans that I showed you in the other room, the small ones will burn for 14 hours straight.
Okay.
The bigger ones will burn for 18, and then the big pillars, they'll burn for a week.
Do you do any
or
rolled
longer.
candles out of the beeswax sheets?
Excuse me?
Do you do any rolled candles out of the beeswax sheets?
No, we tried that a while back. I didn't like the way it worked, and I didn't like the way it burned. And,
They burn
we're
really
always-
fast and they make a mess, but they're pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, but then, that would be, I'll go back in the other room. That would be more of a decorative candle that,
Mhm.
you just set on the hearth and leave it alone and don't use it. We found, like most people I'll show you another one we did right here. This is, I don't know if you can see it. This is an alcohol one.
Yeah.
You know, we did this one. This has been burning for what, 3 days now?
Wow.
Yeah, not straight, don't.
Of course.
Yeah. No, you know, and you know, we do a lot of and this is a margarita one we do. I don't know if you can see this. We have fun doing these.
Oh, that's very cool. Yeah.
Oh, and it's decorative. I mean, you don't want to burn. You know, even though it's scented, you know, we find that I just tell people, don't just put it someplace.
Yeah.
Then this one here is a big pillared candle out of paraffin, but we whip it. And what you do with this is that you make the wax, bring it to a temperature, pour the top, and then the rest of it, you actually take like an egg beater and beat it.
Oh, wow.
And it comes out all different. I mean, no two candles are the same. And like this one here, you see all the different colors and stuff in it. Now, every color you see is a different scent.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we try to make them, we don't make anything the same. You know,
It's really clear that your candles are handmade and that they're made by you. Very clear.
No, you know, and you know, we really enjoy doing it. It's actually fun because we've learned a lot. You know, we're both retired, and so it's been fun. And we've learned a lot of what to do and what not to do, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's just come out, just every week we learn something new. You know,
It's great. It's a beautiful product. Do you have any questions for the board?
no, I mean, we know a reason we contacted you guys, wanted to get in is we like it down there, you know, and we thought it'd be a really nice environment to be in. Let's just put it down.
So any of the board members have any questions? Or Joy, did you raise your hand? No, you just smiled and we're touching your ear.
I actually
Okay.
scratched my neck, but
Oh.
I did want to see that I appreciated the presentation here and showing the individual molds and the raw materials. And I think that that's really the sort of thing that we like to see when somebody's showing their products here. So thank you very much for having a good presentation to really show us that you, in fact, handcraft your products. Thank you.
That's a great comment, Joy. And, you know, honestly, for us, doing this remotely via Zoom is different from how we used to work when you'd come into a conference room with all your wares, you put them all on the table, we get to touch and feel and see them, talk to you about manufacturing, possibly see a video of you manufacturing. So seeing it this way is perfect. So thank you for that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we really try hard. It's because it's fun.
Yeah.
And we enjoy interacting with the people, you know, because, you know, most people really like candles.
Oh, yeah. Very popular right here. Well, okay. So without further ado, in the interest of time here, I'm going to ask if there is any further questions of the board. And if not, do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Who was that?
That was John.
John, okay. Second?
I'll second.
Okay. Moved by John, seconded by Greg Roberts. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Thank you both.
Well, thank you.
Welcome to the
Thank you,
Village Fest
guys.
family, and we look forward to seeing you on the street.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank
Great
you.
presentation. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, so moving right along, next one is Vintage Printage, Emma Miller, vintage advertisement, prints and ads, and this is in the vintage category for the board members. So, so just as a reminder, the 75% handcrafted doesn't apply for the vintage category.
But boy, it sure does have a lot of labor in what I do.
That's
Hi,
good.
I'm so
welcome.
delighted to be with you guys. I don't know if I can beat those candles, but I'll try. I don't need to beat them. We've got different things. So what I do is vintage advertising from magazines from the 1930s to the 1970s. The final product looks like this. It's a one-page advertisement, the actual advertisement, not a repop, nothing printed. This is directly from a magazine. Where we start, however, is with these giant books. And I have to actually unbind the books, go through the process of separating each individual issue of the magazine. This particular collection was from the Burbank Library. They were getting rid of all of their magazines, Time Magazine, Life Magazine, and the New Yorker.
Wow.
And I was able to make a deal and acquire the collection before it was destroyed. So I feel like I'm kind of rescuing culture and history in some
Absolutely.
respects. Thank you. I'm also, able to take really cool advertisements from these magazines and bring them to people and give them something that makes great decor. I've had a lot of fun coming out to Palm Springs as a guest of the Palm Springs Antique Galleria for their parking lot sale.
Yep.
And I'm really looking forward. As you can see, they look really good
those are
framed.
cool.
I'm looking forward to having a little more of a footprint in the Palm Springs market. I have an old Coleman pop-up trailer that we have renovated. My partner gutted it. We painted it white and put blue polka dots all over it. We call it Dottie, our polka dotted peddler. And it is 7 feet by about 12 feet with the tongue, and it can fit diagonally into a 10 by 10 space. We vend directly from the trailer and have our own lighting and are self-contained. I basically just roll up, drop off the trailer, crank the lid up, and we're ready to go.
Couldn't be simpler.
Yep.
So are
Actually, there
your-
was
are
another
your-
vendor who did something similar. They took an old school bus and they created a gallery in it to show their art. I think they're down near your store, Julie. Is Julie still on? Or did she drop by now? No, she must have dropped. It's at 6:30. Anyway, yeah, so that's a very cool idea. I love it.
Thank you.
So are your prints, is your copy all framed, or do you sell it to be framed, or?
I sell what I do. Part of my process, I have to cut them out of the magazine. I have to unbind the books, cut them out of the magazines, make them pretty in terms of cutting. And then I have these, let me grab one. I have these cardstock. So I will take the cardstock, I'll put this is the wrong size, but I'll put the ad on the cardstock, and then they go into these acid-free archival sleeves.
Now, do you glue it on or you just put that in there just as
No, I just put it in there and then the end user can frame it. I also bring frames with me. If someone would like something framed, I'm happy to frame on site. But
Okay.
I tell people, if you don't need to give it as a gift today, go buy a frame at Michael's. It's going to be cheaper than mine. But if you want it framed today, I'm happy to help you incur the expense.
Any questions? Board members, anyone?
A motion.
I love this. I love this, and I think it'll be a great addition to VillageFest. I think it,
I do
you know,
too.
it fits the Palm Springs vibe and
Absolutely.
with everything that comes with it. And it's unique, and I really like it a lot.
And Palm Springs loves vintage.
Oh, do they ever?
And
We
this
have a
is
motion
all-
on the floor. Oh, sorry, get
This is all squarely mid-century modern. So that was another reason I thought it would be a
Oh,
nice
yeah.
fit.
Big time.
When I did my first event in Palm Springs, probably every third person was like, have you gone to VillageFest yet? You should have this at VillageFest. And so, you know, it's kind of like somebody telling you you need to be a doctor like your brother. Like, eventually you go to med school. So here I am.
Okay. So
I've
we have a
actually-
motion on the, oh, sorry, Chris, go ahead.
No, just real quick. I've actually seen your trailer, Em. I think it's a great sort of energy. And I think to be able to kind of withhold the tradition and the mid-century kind of vibe and the classic history, I think it'd be a great addition here. So
Thank you.
Awesome. So we have a motion on the floor from Chris. Anybody second?
I'll second.
Okay, seconded by Celia. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations, Emma, and welcome to the street. Welcome to the VillageFest family, I should say, and we will see you on the street.
Excellent.
Love
Thank you
your
so
stuff. I can't wait to see it there.
I can't wait to have you come see it.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So looks like we only have two. No, okay, we're a couple more vendors. Sealed, Tracy Hang, it's arts and crafts vendor, offering crafted rugs and designed stickers and pins.
Hi, everyone.
Good evening.
We're sealed. I'm Tracy. This is Justin, and this is Jose. We all co-own and co-found Sealed, where we make rugs, stickers, and enamel pins that revolve around games, anime, pop culture, and contemporary art.
Yeah, we started this business like probably every small business now. In the beginning of pandemic, we didn't have anything to do. So we all bonded over our love of anime and pop culture and started this business.
And to show you some of the rugs that we've made, here's one of them.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Hand tufted.
Those are fun.
Yeah. So smallest size starts from like a 2 feet by 2 feet, and then they can go as big as 4 feet by 4 feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they're made on monk's cloth, where
These are the
we stretch them
cloth.
out on a canvas,
Mm-hmm.
and we have this tufting gun
tufting
where
gun that
we
we
use
use.
acrylic yarn and other types of yarn to make these rugs.
Yeah.
And then here are some stickers that we've designed. And then here are some of the enamel pins that we've also designed.
I have a question about those. So the enamel pins, are you manufacturing them or do you send them out to be manufactured?
We send them out to get them made.
But it's your design.
Yes.
Who manufactures them for you?
We have someone in China that does it for us.
Okay, same problem that we had with one of the earlier vendors, which is that we can't, your rugs, do you make the rugs yourselves?
Yes, yeah, we do.
You don't send those to China to be.
No. I tuck these rugs in like my art room at home.
Okay, so, but the stickers and the pins are your designs, but then you have them made in China.
The pins are made from China, but the stickers are sourced in the US.
And where are they sourced? Who does that?
This company called Sticker Mule.
Okay, so you don't.
So it's a promotional vendor.
Right.
Yeah.
No good.
In the past, we have had vendors that if it's their artwork and like say if they get it up printed on canvas and then they take it to a place and they print their prints on metal and it's been their artwork that's centered.
Oh, I see.
We have allowed that, so that's up to this board. But in the past, like when vendors are photographers and their artwork is, they're not putting it on the canvas, but it is, they do send it out to get manufactured. So,
right.
We don't know in China, we don't have, let's see, how am I going to say this? We don't know that they're actually made, are they made in a factory? And we don't know that that's their design. So it's something that is manufactured overseas, much like the first person that came on today. Or not the first, but
if it's their artwork, if they can prove that it's their artwork, that had vendors that have.
Well, I have a question about that. So is it the same artwork that's on the rug? Like if you have a rug like that red rug that you held up, do you also have that same design enameled on a pin and on a sticker?
No, so our rugs, if we were to get accepted to VillageFest, each week we'll most likely have a new rug. We always come up with new designs. And not a rug is like ever going to be the same.
Okay, but you said a rug, so you'll have more than one rug in the booth, right? Or is the booth?
Oh yeah, of
largely
course. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you'll be adding new ones every week.
Yeah.
Well, the rugs absolutely fit.
Yeah, I love the rugs. They're very creative and
Yeah.
beautiful. I have a question. I do have a concern about the pins. There's maybe not so much, but the pins for sure. I don't think we can allow those.
Okay.
And honestly, if you were making a rug design and then you say, okay, so that design I'm also going to offer it on a pin and a sticker, but not in mass, right? And you're selling it, then yes, they're all your design and it's sort of a coordinated item, if you will. But we couldn't have it manufactured en masse offshore. That's not the spirit of VillageFest. VillageFest is an artisan craft fair where the local artisans are there to represent their product that they've made and they're selling their product. So, but the rugs are awesome.
They're beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Any questions from anyone?
Yeah, I would like to say too, again, that your rugs are beautiful.
Thank
You've
you.
heard several people talk about how important vintage and mid-century modern is to the vibe of Palm Springs. You may want to consider adding some other things, some other formats other than anime to rugs. Maybe something nostalgic, maybe something old movie, maybe something Hollywood, maybe something that's typically Palm Springs, Amera. I mean, just a thought, but I think your
Just
rugs.
make sure you're not using anything copyrighted.
Yes,
Right.
of course.
Right.
Perfect. It's a good
Yeah, I
suggestion.
agree. I think you'd have some success also with designs that were more conducive to be sold in Palm Springs. I love your anime, but I think you could enlarge your line a little bit.
Yeah.
But, you know, to be fair, anime is very hot right now. I could tell you with adolescents and teenagers.
Yeah.
The teenagers in my family, that's all they want. They want anime merch. I say, so, Chloe, what do you want for your birthday? Oh, I want some anime merch. And then she tells me all the different anime she likes. And then she, she dresses up like a robot to go to school, I guess. I don't know.
You got your Christmas
Anyway.
gifts lined up here, Dan, then.
There you go. But anyway, they're great and we love your work. So I make a motion that we
Can I ask something?
Yes,
I'm
sure.
sorry. Can I ask something?
Of
So
course.
like, let's say that you have a photographer and he is sending out his photography to be printed and made into greeting cards. Let's just say, as we have some things like that. If these are their designs and they are sending them out to be put onto something like these, sorry, I don't really remember what it was. I think it was buttons. How different is that if they are their designs?
Right. And the same thing, we've had artists that have their artwork and they had it printed on socks. Well, they don't make the socks.
Yeah.
They send it off to get it printed on there. So
that is true.
It's not the same as the jackets that came earlier. The jackets, the entire unit is being crafted elsewhere. And I think that there is actually a possible fine line here that would make it similar to photography and people having greeting cards made out of it or having some buttons made out of their photography that's here. If these are in fact
That's a
their
good point.
designs, would that fit?
One of the things we don't have is we don't know that these are their designs. I'm not saying that they're not, but we don't have any evidence that these are designed by the three people sitting in front of us. They could be just manufactured.
Do they though? I don't know that they've been asked that question.
Can you share some of it with us?
So I do have some sketches on my iPad. I don't know if you could see it, but I do have this rug that was made. I could pull it up on my phone. I think it
I don't
recently
think we're
got
talking about
sold.
the rugs. The rugs are fine.
Oh, okay. Oh, the stickers.
pins.
Okay.
It's really
Yes,
the stickers that we're talking about, the pins that we're talking about. Because it's clear that the artwork on the stickers comes from you, but these pins, I've seen anime images like this before.
So there's this.
There's the image on your computer that you've drawn, and now here's the image that's been reproduced onto something. I just want to bring that up. I know I'm not a voting member, but I just wanted to bring that up.
It's a very good point, Joy.
Yeah, and then here's more the sticker into
So here's her actual artwork, and then there it is in the sticker form. So I just wanted to bring that up for your thoughts.
Very good point. Anybody have any thoughts on that, board members?
I still think the pins are questionable. I think the stickers and the rugs are clearly good and follow the guidelines. I'm just not convinced about the pins.
Okay.
Tracy, is the artwork that's being applied to the pins, that's your artwork, is that correct?
yes, it's original fan art.
Is there any reason why you can't apply that artwork to a pin rather than sending it out and having it done?
It's a manufacturing thing to enamel pins, but yeah.
I will say that there are a lot of artists that do take artwork and put them on pins. It's like enamel pins are like a big thing right now.
Yeah.
And they don't make them themselves. They do send them away. They're like most artists do that. with their artwork. But as I said in the past, if vendors do take socks or stretch canvas, they're not printing them, they may be taking the pictures, but it is their artwork. And if they can prove that it's their artwork, that's how we've done it before. Like they've added them to mugs. Well, they're not making the mugs, they're not printing it on the mugs, they're sending it out to be printed.
You're right. You're
So
right.
I'm just trying to explain that in the past, that's how it has been.
And I understand Celia's point. I mean, I do see the artwork sketched on the iPad, right? That's an iPad, you use the pen on it, right? I'm of two minds, but I'm leaning more toward that I'm okay with it, to be honest. But let's just get a motion on the floor and see what people think. Anybody want to make a motion?
Yeah.
Yes.
Chris?
Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, so I think that's a good point, brought up by Faith and Joy as well, right? Like whatever medium is being made, I think the original artwork is really kind of like that main core. So that will need to be a decision because we will probably encounter these things in the future as well. But I think the original artwork and things like that, if we can see the proof like you showed us, and I'm also okay with that as well. Kind of two similar minds as well, Dan. But I think I would be okay with that, and I'm open to discussion as well.
And to be honest, if the whole stand was going to be just enamel pins and stickers, from that, I might be more skeptical about that. But the fact that I could see that you're doing the designs the same way you do for the rug, how you start there, it's the same way you do for the pin and for the sticker. And so that's probably the reason why I'm leaning towards being okay with it. Just wanted to share that here.
Can we see some more images of the pins?
Yeah.
Finished product? No, not the images, but the finished product.
Oh, I see. Finished product. Okay, so there's this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's that and this. So we only have 3 pins.
And the packaging is designed by us as well.
Yes, that I can see.
So you're saying you only have 3 pins?
Yeah.
Those 3, oh, just those 3?
Our main selling product would be the rugs.
Okay, then if it's just those 3 pins, I'm fine with that.
Okay, in the interest of time, I'm going to put a motion on the floor and see if everyone agrees with it. Chris?
Second. Yes.
What, you're going to make a motion?
Yes, I make a motion to approve sealed collectibles.
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, congratulations.
I would just
Welcome to the
have a
VillageFest
caveat.
family.
Can I just have a caveat that if they have more pins, that they bring them to Village?
Yeah, we can
for
do
approval? Those 3 that you showed us are fine, but I'd like to have us look at other designs.
Absolutely, and thank you to Joy and to Faith for talking us off the ledge there and making us understand it better.
Thank you, everyone.
Excellent.
Thank you, welcome.
I can't wait to see these rugs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so the next vendor is Tito Art and Design, Tristan Blaine Gonzalez, Handmade Furniture and Art.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Tito. This is my husband, Tristan. This is our showroom slash loft. We live in downtown LA in the Arts District, and I make all of the furniture
You
here.
said where? I'm sorry. You said
In downtown LA in the Arts
LA.
District.
Okay. Yep.
So I'm gonna just go through the process. I usually sketch by hand. This is my sketchbook. It's full of designs and yeah, but it's all washed out.
there
As
you
you can
go, that's
see, I
better.
spend a
That's good.
lot of time figuring things out, measurements and whatnot. And this whole sketchbook is full. So I start there, and then let me show you my shop. I make it upstairs in my shop, and then this is my art as well. I make digitally in the computer and print it here in Pasadena in the fine art shop. So this is my wood shop. Currently working on part of the table. All my tools back there.
We can't hear you.
We're having a hard time understanding you.
Probably losing Wi-Fi up
I was
there.
just gonna say that because you're already.
Yeah,
Because it's a concrete bunker, we're in the bottom of a
Can you show
7.
us a few of the finished items?
Yeah, so this is the final product.
Well, that's
those are
cool.
Those are neat, yeah. I love the bench. The bench is awesome.
This is 100% wool. This is a little table, also good seller. It's called Blob.
Oh yeah.
Like a blob top, and you can customize the colors. Another stool.
Oh, the stools are beautiful.
Thank you. I also make these like candle holders, kind of alien. 1950.
What is that made from?
This is clay.
Wow, that's
And some of my art I take the photos. So this is the Hollywood sign. And I digitally make these like 3D renderings, and I paint over them and put them all together in Photoshop. I have so many.
Wait, hold on. And so that's like a wall poster that's then produced from your art? Is that the idea?
Yes.
Okay.
Canvas art piece.
Yeah.
And it's printed here, like I said, in Pasadena by a good friend at a fine art shop.
Are they signed and numbered?
Yes, they are signed and they're limited.
Okay.
Especially the canvas prints. We also
We're having a hard time hearing you again. The stuff is great though. It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
It's so unique.
And
Thanks.
you upholstery yourself as well?
Yes, upholstery and everything is done here locally. I work with a friend who helps me sew, and my sewing skills aren't that great, but I developed the concept and everything, keep it all in-house basically. But I do make the foam structure, I cut it, I cover it in batting, all of that. So everything is handmade here. I even have this dining table.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's a very unique, these are unique products. We don't have anything like this at VillageFest.
Yeah, it's great. Great.
It sort of has like a postmodern and then almost Memphis type of influence to it.
Yeah, very Memphis, a little bit retro, like specifically 1920s, 30s designs, where they were all kind of oval.
Yep.
Arch.
So early modern and postmodern, yeah. Very
So
cool.
I actually studied in art center to be a transportation designer, car designer, and during the pandemic, I had no work. All of these little companies, right? A lot of people out of work, and we moved from a tiny little shoebox studio to a 2-story house, and my husband's like, why don't you just make our furniture? You have nothing to do.
Yeah.
And
that's a great idea.
You went to like world famous art school, like you have what it takes, right? So every weekend I sit in the garage, I would make a new piece, and it was a snowball effect, and I had a little collection, and he encouraged me to sell. So
I think you'll be a huge hit at VillageFest.
I do too.
And are you wanting to do this on a weekly basis, or what's your?
Yes, to begin with, we would want to do weekly to create a presence, I guess, or like repeat clients. We started selling at Melrose Market in March.
Oh, really? Great.
Yeah, very, very recent, and that's actually what led to us being able to have this business that's been really well. And I just want to expand over to Palm Springs. I know that Palm Springs really loves modern design and new design, and they have a history and a legacy that I really want to tap into. And it's queer friendly, right? Like be among family, which is great. So
I think
Everyone tells us you got to do Palm Springs Village Fest. So
I think you'll do really, really, really well. I really do. I think your product is going to be a hit.
Wow, that's amazing. Any questions from anyone on the board? All good? Okay. Motion?
I make a motion that we accept Tito Art and Design into Village Fest.
So moved by Greg, and it looks like seconded by Chris. Okay, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Congratulations, gentlemen. Welcome to the Village Fest family. We're so looking forward to seeing your funky, cool designs.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Thank you. See you soon.
Thank
Okay,
you.
you're well, man. All right. So we have two more vendors. One is Kayama Orchards. They are a farmer's market vendor who sells apples, and they want to add candied apples, which you couldn't get more seasonal than that right now. Are they on, Faith, or? Okay, so this is something, because they're already an accepted vendor and they're already on the street, they're just adding this one item. It's something that we can vote on as a board without them being present or giving a presentation. Anyone have any questions, issues, anything? Who doesn't like a caramel apple, right?
Right.
Amen.
Okay, so I make a motion that we accept this vendor to add candied apples to their farmer's market stand.
Second.
Okay, so moved by myself, seconded by Chris. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. And last but not least, Chef's Kitchen. Same situation. It's an existing approved vendor who's already at Village Fest. It's a food service, and they just want to add baked potatoes and chicken and waffles, one of my favorites, and a brisket. So again, it's the same thing. They're not here. We can approve them through a board vote. So can I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Okay, motion by John, second.
Second.
Seconded by Celia. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Congratulations, Chef's Kitchen, wherever you are, out in the blogosphere. And we will, that concludes the vendor approvals. Next, we move on to unfinished business. I don't think we have any. I don't know, Faith? No?
No
Okay.
unfinished business, no.
Any new business?
No new business.
And have her baby.
Oh, that is the new business. That's right. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, a little girl, Jasmine.
Oh, nice.
Aw.
Yep.
So
Jasmine's
cute.
mommy again.
10
And
pounds.
she's already working.
10 pounds?
10 pounds.
10 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the baby's name?
Grayson.
Say it again.
She is so pretty.
Yeah, she's so cute. Grayson.
So
Grayson.
pretty. Yeah.
Gorgeous. Okay. Well, congratulations, and we miss Jasmine, and we'll be ready for her when she comes back to us.
Dan, Dan,
Yes.
I just wanted to say the Halloween festivities at Village Fest were fantastic. Chris and I were there. We had a great time. The kids were just delightful. It was really a fun event.
I'm glad you guys got to do that, because I got to do it when I first joined Village Fest, and I can tell you,
Dan
it was the highlight of my season.
Right. It was
We did together. The kids are so cute, and I love the families who come, the whole family in a costume theme, and just adorable.
It was great.
Absolutely.
It was a good night. It was a good night. Thank you, Chris, and thank you, Greg, for coming and helping.
Absolutely. Great costume. I have a little bit of new business that I maybe want to throw out there. I know we have so many great vendors that are coming into the Palm Springs Village Fest. Like you had mentioned, Dan, chicken and waffles, also a huge fan. Tufted rugs, really unique pieces, furniture pieces. I don't know if we have an Instagram handle or anything with social media, but I feel like even just kind of featuring the Palm Springs Village Fest or kind of bringing that new energy back would be really great, I think, for outsiders to even come and, check out a Thursday night event and kind of maybe feature every week, or maybe, building up to that week. Maybe there's new vendors that we're kind of highlighting, or I don't know, just a thought that I had that I think, as we are getting such great vendors and, even the vintage kind of timelessness, how do we also educate people to come to Palm Springs and to check out this, awesome kind of arts and crafts Village Fest and all the energy of the vendors. So just kind of something to think about. I don't know if we do have a social media channel or Instagram handle, but it would be kind of unique and fun, I think, to kind of highlight some of these businesses and the nightlife scene as well during that evening.
Joy, do you want
I
to?
love that you're thinking about
Yes.
the marketing and the.
I do.
Joy,
Yeah.
take that
So
one.
now enter
So,
Joy. Joy, can you
We
explain to
don't
the
have
rest
an
of the crowd what you
Instagram
do now?
currently, but I've been doing a Village Fest Facebook page for about 10 years or something. And I would be glad for anybody that would like to hop on that with me. That's from the board. I really don't put that much on there, just reminding people mostly about it and answering questions that occur. But I'd be glad to do more with anybody on here that would like to join me for that.
And I would love it if we had an Instagram handle or anything like that, Chris, that you can help us out with, because us old folks here, it's challenging for us to have to create that. So
You're
if
also
any help
young.
that you could lend, Chris, we would love. But I love that you're thinking about the marketing and the image of Village Fest and the publicity of Village Fest. A few people came on here tonight and said, I was told you have to go to Palm Springs Village Fest with your product, so that sort of warms my heart, because I kind of feel like we sort of fell back into the, into the background during COVID. So we are back and reemerging.
Joy, would it help if like weekly we sent you maybe like a picture like on the street and just a little,
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to do, Daryl and I were going to work on something, but then he left
it was a bit of a
but
process with that one.
Chris is a cool guy. I would love to work with him on this if you have any ideas. And of course, it could also expand to Instagram or any of the others as well. Yeah, I'm doing the old school boomer version of social media, I guess, with
I don't know that we
Facebook.
we don't have an Instagram page.
I am not familiar with one unless somebody else is doing it.
Oh yeah.
We're from the generation that says I do the Google, just so you understand. Okay, so any help you can lend would be awesome.
Yeah, and I think Facebook's also like a great market as well too, Joyce. So like anyone else who is interested, let's have this kind of an open forum. I'm usually there every Thursday night, kind of taking photos, seeing what new energies are attracted to the booths and kind of just getting a feel for the pulse. So I'm open to taking photos. We can maybe like send a photo around, or we can talk about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's
I think that would be great.
For sure.
Yeah, and I work every Thursday, so at Village, at my shop, but during Village Fest. So if you want to come in and chat it up with me, I would be glad to like get some fresh ideas. Honestly, my brain is fried out a lot, so I would love something fresh.
So I would like to say that like we have staff reports, it would be nice. There was a point when we had a couple of committees within the Village Fest board. One was the food court committee that I was involved with. And we would, if there was anything to report new or anything to suggest, we would bring that up at the end of the Village Fest meeting. So why don't you guys, try to hook up, think about it a little bit. When you're ready, let us know, and we'll let you speak a little bit at Village Fest about some of the ideas for expanding Village Fest's, social media presence, and move forward with it. This would be awesome.
Before we leave, Chris, I want to know, Chris, where are you? Because I want to be in that room. What is all that stuff behind you? All that merchandise?
You got Celia's attention.
What is all that? Do you have a shop?
Business? It's his store.
I do, yeah, and I'm happy to invite all of you out here. I know it's been the pandemic, and I do miss having in real life experiences. We are working by appointment only, so to kind of give it, that quality assurance and everything like that. But happy to catch up in person.
Where is your shop?
So we're on the north end of Palm Springs. So do you know where the Dunn Edwards Paints is? Right across from there's a market across Vista Las Palmas, the Arrive Hotel. So we're on like just south of Vista Chino. So Arrive Hotel, Sandfish Sushi and Whiskey, a little bit north of Bootlegger. So in this kind of north end, the spot that we're in currently, it's been vacant for 6 years. So it's been extremely dark on this whole block. So Dunn Edwards is actually our partner. So we're kind of helping just bring more energy, new lights, as well with the new Fleur Noir hotel that's going to be opening up. So kind of a lot of the business owners here, it's a new great energy that we're also trying to help extend the kind of the influence of Palm Springs North, which is great. So at any point, if any of you would want to contact me, after this, happy to kind of just catch up and show you.
What's the name of your shop, Mike?
It is called Super Bloom.
Super Bloom.
Super Bloom, yes.
Is it sort of across the street from the shops at 1348?
That's exactly it. Yep.
Oh, okay.
I love that
is.
that
It's
that
a
place
good
too.
one.
That's such a cool little curated collection place. Yep.
Absolutely. Well, more to come on this in the social media aspect, I think, PR and kind of, really educating people about Palm Springs. We have a unique opportunity. As we know, flight paths have opened up into these major hubs, New York City, Seattle, Austin, Vegas, you name it. So I think we're going to see a really beautiful resurgence. And I think the responsibility that we have to, be involved in the community and kind of bring a really tasteful experience and an eclectic experience, I think is really what's going to make a nice evening for visitors to not only come on a Friday night, but maybe, they want to extend to a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday now, because, Thursday nights are the nights to come out to Palm Springs. So I'm excited to work with all of you, and we can kind of catch up more on some of that, new endeavors.
Great.
Thank you.
Awesome, Chris. Thank you.
Hey, Dan.
Yes, sir.
So with the vendors that we approved tonight, how many do we have total, and how many would we need to be completely full? Where are our numbers now versus, say, pre-pandemic from a booth perspective?
Pre-pandemic, I think, Faith, jump in here, but I think we were like at like 200-ish, right? Vendors? Yeah, okay. And how many we have today?
I mean, I'd have to count
Ish.
we have on the street. I would say
I'm thinking 120.
I would say about 120, between 150. And, when they get approved, they don't necessarily start right away. Some have plans and they kind of come in and out, and some don't participate every week. But we are, getting applications in every day and calls and as normal, with people ready to, to get back out there. So it's going to take time to get all the vendors out there.
And with the parklets, I don't think we could fit quite as many vendors as we had before comfortably. So we're at a point where VillageFest does not look sparse. It looks normal.
Once you get down further where Julie's store is, it does.
That's where it starts sparse.
Yeah. But we're getting there. We're getting there.
And are there
And we do encourage vendors to kind of spread out right now too, so
Sure.
they fill in spaces.
in previous years, are there markets and things that board members have gone and tried to recruit people to come and participate, or?
Yes. Yeah. So there's been times where we've had, like, say in the food court, we've had a lull, and then the board members have gone out to different events, truck shows, or food truck shows and things like that to get vendors. As we know, kind of the art shows are still just kind of coming back. So, but yeah, we're always, looking for new vendors, and really, I mean, they do come, a lot of the vendors bring a lot of new vendors.
Yeah, I think was it 2019 or 2020, Dottie, Julie, and I went to the La Quinta Festival and handed out all of the VillageFest brochures to vendors. I don't know if we got any. I think we got a couple of people.
Yeah, you did. We did. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that one. That's this weekend. Like
Yeah. So yeah, you're always encouraged to do that. Like, and also like unique items, of course, and just as long as it fits in our rules and regulations, like we're always open to have them. So.
Do we have any connection to the Chamber of Commerce as well, since all the businesses or many businesses do belong to them?
Mm-hmm.
Although I guess that's, now that I'm talking out loud and I'm thinking about it, it seems like that would only be good for downtown merchants, right? Because we're looking for artisans. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're always looking. So, but I feel really good about where we're at, from where we were. I mean, we did, obviously, with this pandemic, we lost. Vendors had to, get creative and do other things. So we did lose some. But it's always evolving,
And we've gained new ones, as you heard tonight, of people whose careers changed and now they decided to do something local or something like
Yeah, I mean, probably in the last 3 months, we've approved like, what, 50 new people?
Yeah.
At least, yeah. Mhm.
Now, also, John, know that there are people who come and they pay their application fee and they go through all the motions and we approve
And you
them.
never hear from
And
them
then they
again.
never start up.
They never start.
And sometimes it's because their business either didn't warrant it or because their business closed. Like I know that when Full Cycle was downtown, the spin studio, they came before us, but I know that they never wound up coming and doing a booth at VillageFest. So that happens as well.
It does.
It's a good point though. And anyone on the board, if you're anywhere, proselytize out there, right? If you're at a fair and you see something of great art and you think that they would be a good fit for VillageFest, encourage them to look into it and consider applying. Be great. Thank you, John. Anyone else have anything?
I just wanted to say I see cannabis is still on the agenda, but I think it was resolved with the city attorney.
Yeah, that was an oversight to not remove it. We actually talked about it today, Faith and I. Thank you for that. Okay. Main Street comments, Joy?
No, everything seems pretty good. I haven't been hearing anything that I needed to report back to you on. And once again, though, just really want to thank everybody for all the time that you put into this and being able to keep that balance between merchants and vendors and, what keeps us being able to work together without punching each other. So thanks.
Coexist peacefully.
Oh, sorry. Coexist peacefully. There you go. That's much better.
I like her
Thank you.
remark better. Keeps us from punching each other.
Joy, I don't think you can answer this right now. I just wanted to throw this question out there and food for thought for you to come back to us with maybe at some point. How are the retail stores doing on Thursday nights now that VillageFest has picked up and there's a lot of traffic downtown? Are they seeing it as more of a benefit now? Are people happy with it? Are there any problems or anything? You always
We do talk about it, and it's going well. The only ones really that complain, and this is kind of a little bit of irony, the only ones that really complain that they're not busy on Thursday nights are the ones that aren't open. And somehow that's VillageFest.
Well, there's the reason they're not busy on Thursday.
Yes. We have no business on Thursday, but we closed at 6. So yeah, I think that really most businesses, if they stayed open, they would see there's a lot of people and that those people come into your business. So we're open and I have to have more staff and I had to actually hire a security guard. That's how busy we've been getting on many Thursday nights. So
it's a great problem to have, Joy.
It's a great problem. I'm certainly not complaining.
Awesome.
I'm thrilled.
Perfect. Okay. So anybody have anything else before I make a motion to adjourn?
Well, staff. So just want to remind
I'm so sorry. Yep. Okay.
So we do have Veterans Day this Thursday. There won't be a VillageFest. We pass out flyers to all the vendors, so they should know, but I will be making phone calls tomorrow just to make sure, because I would feel just terrible if someone showed up down there and we were closed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then also the Thanksgiving is on the 25th and we will be closed as well.
Okay. Have we always been traditionally closed on Thanksgiving?
Yes, always on Thanksgiving. It just happens to be that Veterans Day does fall on Thursday.
I'm sure it would be very difficult to get enough coverage from police and staff to set up and all that. Yeah.
Well, we have our Veterans Parade.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Oh yeah.
On Thanksgiving,
Oh yeah. Well, we don't have enough vendors either that
okay. Yeah.
want to participate.
But even with that, see, we stay open because there are going to be people that come down for it and they're not going to find it. But look, they could come into my place instead. Who doesn't want to do that?
I hope you're serving pumpkin pie on that night.
Who knows what we'll be serving.
Okay, good.
And then let's see. So we have that, and then December. Let's see. We will have the Santa at VillageFest. We're just trying to decide which date that will be. And so it will be either the 23rd or the 16th. We're still kind
Who's the Santa this year? Do we know yet?
We don't know.
Okay.
We're closed last year, so
Ted
now we gotta
Geis,
like,
was it last year or the year
That out
before? It was
again.
Ted Geis, you know, the fitness guy that has the fitness radio show, and he's a trainer at World Gym. Because it's
Yeah.
funny that he grew his beard white and long, like down to here.
oh,
And we were really teasing him at the gym like all summer and fall about it. And he was like, "You'll see why, you'll see why." And then sure enough, there he was. Right?
there he is.
Awesome.
And then the Halloween, I wanted to just, again, just to say that it was a really great event. We were able to do it on Takowitz this year. We had more room. I think it was a successful event. We had 300 bags that we handed out, and you know, the kids had a good time. And you know, I don't feel that it was as crowded as it normally is, but I think that's to be expected right now. So
Absolutely. I think by next year, we're going to see a whole different world.
oh yeah, and our recreation staff just does such an amazing job with
Yeah.
making magic down there. So
Don't they always?
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
You know, you turn around and it's all done.
Yeah, they're awesome. I do have to say.
They
The
are, yeah.
recreation staff. Yeah.
Okay, well, without further ado, I'm going to make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Oh, say it's not true.
I know, Celia, it's only 7:27 and we're not starving yet, right? Yeah.
I'll second Dan.
Okay. Seconded by Chris, moved by myself. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Have a lovely rest of your evening, everyone. Good meeting.
Yes, bye, everybody.
And don't show up Thursday at VillageFest unless you're just gonna go to Joy's store.
Yeah, come hang out with me.
It's okay. The parade's at 3:30. Bye-bye.
That's
Bye-bye.
right.
Bye, Jeannie. Thank you. Bye-bye.